What's up, people? I'm in my car right now. I'm actually heading off to Anderson Lane to a Starbucks of all places. There's a company that I signed up with a few months ago. It's called DeliverThat. I think I might have mentioned them on a video or two. But anyway, it's a catering company. So kind of like catering on demand. So much like what we do with Uber, orders will come in. You pick the order you want. I don't know if they assign them to you or not, but I'm going to find out more about that when I actually go to this place. But you pick up the order. Obviously, it's going to be in larger quantities because it's catering. And you set it up. So, you know, office parties, I don't know, conference parties, just larger events, you'll be setting up the orders. So they show you how like turn on the Bronson burner to keep the food warm and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, I'm going to go in there and check it out. I'm going to go ahead and hit the road and get over there so I'm not late. And I'll let you guys know what it's all about. I actually got a text message to watch a short video. I guess it's going to be explaining the app, which reminds me to probably go download that right now. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll see if it's something I want to get into. And if so, then maybe I can bring you guys along with it. I think it's going to be a lot like Dispatch, where it's going to be a little challenging to videotape it because I'm probably going to have like large, you know, heating bags worth of food. So I don't know how I'm gonna videotape that, but I'll figure it out. But let's go. All right, so I just downloaded the Vermo app driver app. Man, I'm so dyslexic. So we're gonna open this up. This is what the video told me to do. Go ahead and download the app. I'm actually 30 minutes early. I'm supposed to get here at 11. As you guys can see, it's 10:30. So it's asking for my email and password. I think that was in the actual text message that I got. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in and take a look at this app. Okay, so I was on the right path. So I tried to sign in using my email address that they said was my username. But when I got into my email, they actually has this nice welcome email that's welcoming me as a driver. So watch the video, which is what I did. Download the I didn't download the user guide, so I'm gonna do that next. I did download the app. So now what they're saying is you got to reset your password because I guess one's not assigned to you. So I'm going to reset my password and let's see if we can actually get inside this app. Okay, looks like I'm not an idiot. I got the password reset. Let's see if the app actually likes it. All right, guys, I'm just here playing around in the app. Looks like they gave me a demo order card, so I can kind of see what it's going to look like if there's a real order. As I slide up, there's a chat option, a contact option, and direction. So I'm guessing if I needed to drop an order or have issues with an order, I'd be using the chat or contact button, and hitting directions should open up the native app on your phone. I think they said you also have the option to switch it out where you could use Waze, Apple Maps, or Google Maps, whichever one you prefer. Okay, so I hit the three little buttons in the top corner of this order card and it brought up this, so I can also, I guess, report an issue with this. If I can't fulfill an order, I guess I would hit the offer to another driver and maybe they can swoop in and take an order from me just in case I'm running late or have complications on the current order that I'm working on. Okay, so now I'm going to hit the offer section. I'm guessing this is the section where all the orders would appear. Again, I don't know if they're going to assign certain ones to you or you can come here and just cherry pick your orders. Next section I'm going to hit will be the history section. Clearly I haven't done any orders, so there's not going to be anything in my history. So now I'm getting into the profile section. As you can see, it says navigation. Apple is the native map on this phone, but if I had Waze or Google Maps installed, I'm guessing I can click that arrow and then change out the maps. Down toward the bottom, looks like we have two different ways we can get paid. Zingo, have no idea what that is. PayPal, I guess we can also get paid through PayPal. I do have a PayPal debit card, so if that's the case, that's cool. I do recommend you guys looking into getting a PayPal debit card because it is very, very helpful. If you lose that card, you can still also have your regular bank card on hand. I've been using the PayPal card for many, many years. I've used it all over the place, in town, out of town, in state, out of state. So I really recommend you guys look into it. It's a really good card to have. And one thing I'm noticing too, toward the bottom, you can see where it says unavailable. Looks like there's a little slider. So technically, I'm guessing if I was to slide that over to the right, I would go into available mode, much like the button we push for Uber that lets us go online and then the orders will start coming in. The look and feel of this reminds me a lot of the Dispatch app as well, so I'm guessing it works just about the same, but we're going to go ahead and head in there and check out this place and see what this is about. So I just got back from my Dispatch orientation. Not really sure how I feel about it. The premise behind the company sounds good and it sounds enticing, which is, let me stop messing with that paper. You're probably hearing all that in your ear, which is why I signed up for it. Like I said, you pretty much go, I can't keep these pans clean. They always get something on them from this car. You pretty much go pick up food from restaurants and deliver them to mostly businesses, as he said. And no fault of the guy who was doing the orientation. I mean, you know, I've done business meetings and stuff just, you know, wasn't together. That's just kind of how it goes. But he couldn't get Wi-Fi to go off, I guess, like the outline that they were supposed to teach us with. He helped us download the apps, which anyone who knows how to use iPhone or a smartphone know how to do. It wasn't really helpful on how to like sign into everything. There's one app we downloaded called Slack. Like, oh yeah, just download it. I was like, well, do I use the same sign-in credentials that I use for this driver's app, or do I make a whole nother one? And he was just kind of like, yeah. But like I said, I'm not harping on him. I could tell he was kind of frazzled and he was trying to like get his stuff together, and we'll keep coming at him with questions. Whoever the lead person is over this whole DeliverThat thing, I think I said dispatch earlier, it's DeliverThat. This DeliverThat thing kept calling him, so he couldn't like catch up. But for the most part, it seemed kind of self-explanatory. I mean, you guys saw me, I was flipping through the app, kind of learning it on my own, so it's not like I really needed him to show me. The things I wanted, that I had questions on, is like, you know, if I get an order that I can't fulfill, how do I cancel it? Who do I call? And he was just kind of nodding on everything, not really giving me the gist. The one plus that came out of going to this, I keep wanting to say dispatch, where is my brain? To this DeliverThat orientation is that we got bags. So I didn't have to buy any bags. God and the universe blessed me, not with one, but two. And these bags are massive. Like, massive. They're massive bags. Like, I'm gonna probably have to put them in my my back seat to carry them, because when I fold them out and zip them up, they're a big bag. Sorry, I keep looking to the left because they're like somebody getting in their car that took like 6 years to just get in your car. Like, you want to be on my YouTube video, like hop in the passenger seat and let's do this. Otherwise, move along. But anyway, yeah, I got 2 bags, so now my Uber food can be hot. If I don't do any dispatch, then I keep saying dispatch. If I don't do any DeliverThat, then at least I got these bags out of my time and trouble coming up here. I just feel like the things that we went over, which was nothing, was explained in the video that I watched when I drove over here. The guy said that they normally do a ride-along where you actually get to go ride with them, dropping off the order, setting it up, and things like that. So that would have been a lot more helpful than what I experienced. So will I do a DeliverThat order? I don't know. I might just do one to just test the waters, but I can't say for sure that it'll be something that I'm gonna fully be committed to. Dispatch is still on the table. Like I say, most of those orders are up north, and it's just hard to collect those. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not trying to dissuade anybody from doing DeliverThat, but I would say definitely make sure that the orientation you go to is an orientation. So I'm actually doing Uber Eats today, for those of you who come here for Uber Eats. I'm actually going to go get my phone fixed real quick. I dropped the phone I'm actually on right now that I record. I dropped it yesterday. It already had a few cracks on it, but they were manageable. But I dropped it again on its face, and it's just not happening, because every time I touch the screen, I'm cutting my finger. And I use this phone to have people sign off on their dispatch orders, so I don't want to have that be a bad experience. So let's drop this phone off. They said it should be about 30 minutes to get it fixed, and then I'm going to head into my zone, and we're going to start some Uber Eats, and we're going to really think about this whole DeliverThat situation. Another thing too about the DeliverThat that I was already on the fence about is you're going to be in a more professional setting, which is not a problem, but I just done professional all my life, it seems. And the one thing I love about Uber and all the rest of the other apps, I mean, you don't want to be just like bummy, but as you can see, my face is kind of scruffy, and they're like, and he kept like hinting like, yeah, you might want to, I kind of keep mine a little clean cut, clean shaven, pretty much saying, you know, cut that mess off your face. I don't have a problem doing that, but days where I just want to go pick up food and drop it off, I don't have to sit there and be in the mirror shaving my face and tucking my shirt. I've never like have my shirt tucked in, When I was younger, my mom would always dress me up, even going to freaking elementary. And the teacher's like, can you stop bringing that boy to school in button-down shirts tucked in and penny loafers? Like, he's a child, he's gonna get dirty. So I think that's why I rebel so much on dressing up. Like, I just don't like dressing up. For the sake of argument, I will see what kind of orders come in, what kind of money they are offering, because if it's some pretty good change, this face will get cut, believe that. I had to laugh a little bit too because it was me and there was this other guy, kind of like a biker dude. You know, they kind of got, you know, like beards, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a Santa Claus beard, but it was like it was a thick, full, like, face beard. And he was like, yeah, and the dude who was giving the orientation, like a little small, little, you know, thin gold tee kind of thing. And the other guy was kind of like, yeah, not like this either. I would have to kind of get rid of this. And the guy didn't say yes and he didn't say no. He's like, you know, just kind of clean shaven and dressed a little appropriately. So I have a polo, I have on some khakis, and I have on some pretty decent looking tennis shoes. You know, they're not like Jordans or anything. And the other guy came in there was like a black t-shirt. He had on some jeans, and I think he had maybe some boots on. You know, just something plain and simple. And we were downloading the app and said, I can't remember my password. I'll be right back. Never saw him again. I don't think he was ready to sacrifice his beard to do this. Like I say, with Uber, Shipped, and all the other ones, you can kind of come as you are, in reason. Like, don't show up in like pajamas or a two-piece bikini trying to drop off food. Some people might appreciate that two-piece bikini, but technically, you want to be presentable. All right, I'm back in my car. They fixed my phone. It took about 30 minutes. The screen looks amazing. Exactly what I was wanting was to have this phone not be all cracked up. So now that I have a better case on it, hopefully I won't run into those problems. So it is almost 1 o'clock. It is 12:47. I'm gonna go and get something to snack on, run one more errand, and then I'm gonna start Uber. Let's get going, guys. Okay, guys, so I just got an order from Don's Barbecue, which is like really across the street from where I am right now. I'm sitting in a little spot behind HEB because it's cool, and I was just, you know, chilling waiting for an order. Been here for a good minute, so it's not like it came right away. But I opened up one of those thermal bags just to use it for the UBEREATS, meaning why not? I'm out here, might as well go use it and see how effective this is. But I want to show you guys how big this thing is. This is it laid out. My hand, the whole bag. This is my little thing that I've been holding my food in, and that's how it sits in there. Like, this is a massive bag. Like, it's insane. So let's go over to Don's Barbecue. We'll put it in this bag, make everybody happy, and we'll see how hot it stays. Hey, you want to pick up for Jay? Okay, thank you much. Are the first introductory into the new hot bag. Congratulations. It's for Jay. So let's start delivery here, and this person is 10 minutes away. Some pretty epic looking apartments over here. Hello?
I was just like, oh, I'll meet
I'm gonna bring it up to you, man.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you have a great day.
You too. That's it.
Thanks. Well, we were actually coming down to get his food, which was awesome. I was already at his door, marking that one off, and then we're going to go hit something else if I get another order. I don't know how much of that got captured because I was holding the food and and my camera, but we got him delivered. So now we're gonna drive back into the zone and see if we get hit for something else. Well, people, I don't know what to say. This week has not been kind to me. It is 4:01. I don't even know the last time I talked to you guys. I think it was like hours ago. Again, reality of doing this. This reminds me of the summer, which is what I hated. Sitting and waiting for orders. Now, it could just be the area I'm in. So I'm actually gonna jump this zone and go back to the area that I've been shooting most of my videos for you guys when I started doing these videos. And we might have a little luck here. The thing about it is I'm out and I just want to go ahead and get this day profitable, so I don't have to try to hustle so hard for the next few days. Today is Friday, so which means I have Saturday and Sunday to try to make up for this week. But in turn, since you get paid every day, you don't really have to look at this as like a normal work week. Money's going to go into the account when you work, so it's not like I gotta have money, you know, I gotta be working before Friday. Not really. So I mean, your week can actually end on a Tuesday, your week can actually end on a Thursday. It doesn't matter as long as you're making the money to pay your bills, I guess, for the most part. It just looks really good on the pay scale when you have a full week of work that's come in. Let me show you guys what my week looks like anyway. So as you can see, this is March 2nd through the 9th. I worked Monday, did very well. I normally take Tuesdays off because there ain't nothing going on. I came out on Wednesday, got a whopping $3, like nothing was popping. I could have went out at like 5 and tried to see what was going on, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna go home, take a breather from Uber, and work on some other things. So you guys got to make that decision. Then I came out the day after that, which was yesterday, and look at that, 133. So far I have a running total of 271. So if you want to say I really worked 2 days, just these 2 days, that was a pretty good day. On this day, I think I was out maybe for about 4 hours. Actually, we can see what time did this order come in. We can see exactly this order. So yeah, you know, I normally get out at 2. So I came out at 2. That order happened. Nothing else really popped after that. So I cut it off shortly after that. Came out here, killed it that day. I'm out here right now. I had one order, and I think we started that at, we can actually find out. This order came in at 2. So 2 is just not a good time to be in this area, it looks like, to do orders. And I got a tip on that, so they gave me $12.82. So I'm gonna jump zones, and I'll update you guys once I have an update. Alright, it's a weird halo around the screen, sorry about that. But I was heading back into my zone, my south side zone, my other south side zone, and got hit up for a Sonic order. So I'm gonna get this Sonic order and see if anything actually starts rolling after this, because that other zone was dead. Maybe later to pick up, I don't know. But part of me was just gonna cut it off and go home. But let's just see, for the sake of making a video, what kind of money we can make.
My Sonic, your Sonic, my name's Daisy. What can you get for me today?
I have an Uber pickup order for Emily.
Sorry, I'm sorry, was that a pickup order?
Yeah, under Uber, and the name is Emily.
I'm so sorry, on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, there's a stall number. Do you mind telling me what that number is?
Number 5.
We'll have it right out for you.
Thanks. All right, here's a question. Emily has obviously some hot food, and she has a Sonic Blast. What do you think we should put in this bag? Should we try to keep the blast cold and give her lukewarm food, or put the food in here and just hope that the drinks stay cold? Decisions. All right, so I decided to put the food in the bag because they gave me this drink holder. It has 3 drinks in there. So we're gonna secure them up in those in my actual drink holder, and we're gonna get this show on the road. People who have me delivered to schools, whether it be a high school or a university, always trip me out. They're like, do you know where the gymnasium is? Like, my friend, I've never been to this school, and I haven't been to school in a long time. I don't even know what a gymnasium would look like at this point. Do me a favor and tell me how to get to you. Or do all of us a favor and just go to the front of the building where it has the sign of like what the school's name is. Clear marker for anybody to go to and to drop the food off. But I ended up finding where she was. She was kind of like around the corner from the main entrance. It wasn't that big of a deal. And they got their food and they got their drink. They seemed pretty happy. We'll see if a tip comes in or not. But yeah, that was Sonic. And right now it is it's 4:52, which means the zone's about to reset. I'm at $17.31. I'm literally down the street from my apartment. I think I'm just gonna call it on this video and try again tomorrow. Well, it's safe to say, at least for today, Uber was a bust for me. I'm sure if I were to go out maybe 5, which is like a minute from now, it's 4:59, or 6 o'clock, I probably would have got hit up with some things, and I probably could have saved tonight. But sometimes you're just like, I don't feel like doing this. Like, I don't feel like doing this. Maybe the dispatch energy just kind of set me off, because, you know, I was pretty amped for that, and then it turned out to just not be as smooth as I wanted it to be. So, yeah, maybe it was that. Sometimes it just, for me, it just doesn't work out. And I say, instead of just being out there and possibly getting nothing, I'm just going to go home, relax. I'll probably hit it again tomorrow. and we'll see what happens. But aside from that, not to bring the whole video down and not to just scrap this all together, I've been meaning to make a video talking about GigLife. Like I named this channel GigLife. So Uber is definitely one of the gigs that I do. This is the one you guys probably subscribe to the channel to see. You guys, some of you probably came in for the dispatch information, and we'll see what happens with DeliverThat. But I'm at home right now on my computer because I've been wanting to show you guys something else that I do to make a little extra money. I haven't tapped into it much these past few months because Uber has been pretty good, and I've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff like my art that's been bringing in money, so I didn't have to do this. But like today, I'm actually finna tap into it and see what I could possibly qualify for. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you the ins and outs of how I'm going about the process because you sign up for the terms and agreement, and these are the things that the companies want you to keep to yourself. But let me go ahead and just show you generally what I'm talking about. One app that you guys probably see on my screen when I open up Dispatch and Uber is this one here, this Wolo app. I downloaded this app quite a bit ago. Actually, to be honest, I haven't done any jobs yet because most of the ones that have been pinging me have been in freaking San Antonio and I'm in Austin. Now, around Valentine's Day, there were quite a few jobs to do. They had people, they wanted to help out with making edible arrangements. They even had delivery drivers. Sometimes in here, I'll even see like jobs for Papa John's. So once you set up everything, this is what the screen looks like. Down at the bottom, you can hit Find Jobs. I don't want any notifications right now. Hopefully something's in here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh, here we go. There's a ton of jobs in here. We're heading towards spring break. So the parks are about to open. So they're looking for people to be a part of the Six Flags team, Six Flags Over Texas. So March 9th, which is a few days from now, and they give you the location. So Copeland Road, I don't know where that's at. I'm going to click on that. Copeland Road, this has to be Arlington. Okay, so down here it has location. Arlington. So if I was in the Arlington area, which is like the Fort Hood kind of area, I could go apply and be a Six Flags contract worker. So they're saying you can work from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. and you can make $75 for doing work. And they give you the requirements: no tattoos above the neck, facial piercing, dress code. They tell you what you're going to be doing, working with food and staff. So it looks like you're probably going to be working in the like one of those little booths where they like make cotton candy or the food production line. I'm sure all of those, let me click on another one randomly. Working food services, yeah. So all of those are pretty much saying the same thing. So like I said, I've seen some in here that have been for Papa John's. There's been some ones that, like if you want to be one of those sign holders out there. Edible arrangements was like a really big thing around Valentine's Day. Even doing call center work for the Home Shopping Network was in here. So I haven't done any of them because none of these have enticed me yet. But it's something that you guys can definitely look into, and it has some of them that will be more in your area than others. This going up to this Six Flag thing would be, for me, would be about like a 3-hour drive. For $75, definitely not worth it. But it's something that I wanted to show you guys. I'm actually glad something was in here so you can get a feel of what I was talking about. So that is that app, the Wolu or Wanlu, whatever you want to call it app, in case you guys are looking for something extra. So next we're moving on. We're gonna go over here to one that's called Field Agent. Now, Instant Work, Click Worker, Micro Worker, they're all kind of the same. There's like little tasks that you can do around town. And even inside the app, I think for most cases that can earn money. What I found is those tasks are very time consuming and you get very little work. So I haven't jumped into any of those. One that I looked into but haven't got into because I'm all about trying to get good money. Sorry guys, for some reason it kicked me out, didn't remember my password, probably because I haven't been in here for a while. So there were a few jobs that I was interested in doing inside of this Field Agent app. It was pretty much going to places like Walgreens and CVS and taking pictures of some display stands for Coca-Cola. And each one of those ranged anywhere from $5 to $12, depending on how many pictures they wanted you to take. But just like this one, like the one up here for $4, they want you to do a garden center audit. This would be at Home Depot. So you would go there, and they tell you down here, capture 4 photos and answer 12 questions. So they're probably going to ask you, I don't know what they're actually going to have you take pictures of. If it's in Home Depot, the garden center, like, were the shovels stacked correctly? You know, did you see blue shovels with green shovels? I'm not sure. Each one of them holds a different thing. But if it's something you think you might be interested in, This one actually isn't too far away from me. As you can see, it's like 1 mile away from me. I can hit accept. I would go into Home Depot and do the work and get paid $4. I believe they offer 2 ways. You can do PayPal. You can also do direct deposit. But these are some options you have too. I mean, these are $3, $4, and $5, and you know, you can kind of look down on us like, man, it's just $3 to $4 or $5. But we take Uber orders that will drive us halfway across the country for sometimes the same prices, you know what I mean? So, and these normally are within very close proximity, because you can see the Home Depot one is 1 mile from me. This magazine display at Walgreens is 2 miles from me. The other one is 3 miles from me. So while I'm out doing Uber, I might actually jump into this app one day and just give it a shot to see what it's like for you guys. But it's that kind of thing, like when Uber's popping, I'm just trying to roll with Uber. But if it's dead and I'm close to one of these zones, I actually might go in there and do it. So it's kind of like a mystery shop kind of thing. They have other ones down here. This one's new, Uncommon Interest. I haven't seen this one before. So you can go to Gold's Gym. This one's like really close to me. It's like not even 1 mile from me. It must be in a shopping center. And you can do an audit on the equipment and you get paid $3. So, and they give you 2 hours to complete it. So once you hit accept, you have 2 hours to get to that location and complete it. That's why it's kind of better to do these when you're like out and about, maybe on your way home. Okay, so we talked about some possible apps that you guys might want to jump into and see how they work for you. Ones that I actually might try myself here in the future. But let's look at some apps as well as a website. The website actually has an app too that I've actually used that has paid me money. I want to show you that right now. So the first app I'm going to show you is called Movie Measure. Now, shout out to Dimples on Demand. I think she mentioned this in one of her videos. She does mystery shopping, and she also has done like a movie mystery shop where I think she actually got paid to go view a movie. It's not by choice which movie you go see, but you get to go see the movie and you write a review on it. Dimples, like, hit us up in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But that's kind of cool because it could actually turn out to be a really good movie. Who knows? But Movie Measure doesn't actually let you see the movie. You're going to be doing trailer checks. And so what I mean by that is you're going to show up to the movie theater at least 30 to 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, so dyslexic, 20 to 30 minutes ahead of time. And then you're going to watch the trailers. Now, the pay isn't great, but it's something that you can do in between doing Uber, which is why we're already out to begin with. So you got to do it in the mornings, what they prefer, but you can do some afternoon and nights. Most of these trailers they want checked on Friday, because that's because the weekend is about to start, and that's probably when they're going to start seeing the most people coming in to view the trailers. Now, these are trailers that are attached to new movies that are coming out. So I remember going to do the trailer checks for The Lion King. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see The Lion King, but I got to check the trailers for The Lion King to make sure that everything worked out well. You want to make sure that, you know, the pictures aren't popping, the color isn't desaturated. You want to make sure that the sound is good and that they're playing in the sequence that they are supposed to. And it's really easy though, because in the app, once you get there, you're going to have a little kind of almost like a Shazam thing. So when the trailer starts playing, it's going to recognize the dialogue, and the app is going to recognize it and pop up like the trailer poster, like if it's Fast and the Furious. Like, are you looking at Fast and the Furious 96? And you're like, yeah, actually I am. It's going to ask you if it's in high definition, 4K, 3D, whatever the screen might be. And then it's going to ask you to do the audience. So as people are walking in, you got to gauge, okay, are more women coming in here? Are more men coming in here? Am I seeing more teenagers, more kids? Is there an older crowd coming in here? And you gauge that. Okay, so more women came into here, but the theater is only half full. Or the theater is full to capacity and it's a mixture of all, you know? So you have to do that. And, you know, trailers probably last about a good 5, maybe 10 minutes. Sometimes they're longer. But the ones I've done have normally lasted about, 5 minutes or so, if even that. I think when the new movies come out, they don't have as many trailers, at least not the ones that I've been checking. So about 5 minutes, you get $10 for doing the work. Once the trailer is done, you bow out of the theater. I never go sit in the theater. I stand like outside the entry door, just clear shot of where I can see the screen. I do my work. If you see a problem, they have a little area where you can type in some notes. You find the manager, they sign off on it. The guy was always asking, like, hey, how was our trailers? I was like, everything looks great. And that's pretty much it. And you get $10. Now, if you have to do multiple trailers at the same theater, you get paid $2 for every trailer. I know, not a lot, but you're already there. That's why they don't give you 10. So that'd be my one thing to movie measure. If you just make all the trailer checks $10, that'll be great. So I was like on it for a hot minute because like I said, if something gives me motivation to get up in the morning, then I go for it. But I stopped doing a lot of early. I tried to take Tuesdays and Fridays off, which is why I kind of fell off on doing the trailer checks. Because as you can see, like right now, Friday, it's been a hit or miss. Like some Fridays I do well, and then some Fridays I don't do so hot. So I took Tuesdays and Fridays off my list, at least Fridays in the morning. So I didn't want to wake up and go do a trailer check and then come back home and then, probably get lazy, not want to go do anything else. But I'm probably going to actually do some more. I did get an email saying that there are some trailer checks available. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you the app for as much as I can because it's not going to be that functional because I don't have any, trailers to view. But I'll show you the app. And then we're going to look at Movie Measure, and then we're going to look at user testing. Those are two apps that I've used that have made money. That's the one other downside about Movie Measure. They pay you at the end of the month. So if you're looking for some fast money, like Uber gives it to you every week, and like some of the other apps might give it to you at the end of every week, like every Friday, that's not going to be Movie Measure. You're going to get it at the end of the month. That's another reason why I kind of backed off on it, is because I want my money up front, and plus I wanted to make sure that this wasn't like some scam. I didn't want to be checking all these trailers and then at the end of the month got no money. But no, they do pay you out. It is something I think I'm going to get back into because I actually did enjoy it. It was pretty easy to do. You wake up early, get that knocked out, and then you can go start doing your Uber runs. So let's get into the actual app. That's what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so bottom left-hand corner, you see Movie Measure. Top right-hand corner, you see User Testing. Let's go into Movie Measure since that's the one I've been griping about this whole time. As you can see, today there's nothing assigned to me. If there was a schedule, like if there was movies that I got assigned that was going to be a couple of days out or weeks out, it would be listed here. Ones I've completed, it says none here because it's only going by what's on this calendar year. All the things I did for Movie Measure, I did last year. When I get to the computer, I'm going to be able to show you guys a little bit better. Okay, kind of jerry-rigging this up. As you can see, I'm using Photo Booth to do my little side capture. I'm going to have to remember to look into the camera. But I'm not important. This is important. We're on the Movie Measure website right now, and this is what it looks like. Beforehand, everything was done inside the app. Now the only thing it looks like you have to do in the app is you just click on your order, or your task if you have one, and start doing the steps that I mentioned before. Audio capturing the trailer and then having a manager sign off on it if everything looks good. I haven't seen anything that ever looks bad, so I couldn't be able to tell you what looked bad. But looking at this, it looks like Onward, which is a movie that's coming out. Actually, they actually have audits today. I keep forgetting today is Friday, so I could actually accept these orders and do it. Now, this is the location that I normally go to, Slaughter Lane. Let me move this out the way. So, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So I can hit the button and say, assign this assignment to me. Now, if you do this, you really want to make sure you are committed to finishing it out because it could hurt your profile if you don't get to these things because these people really want this done. I mean, it's just $10. It's not like they're paying us a fortune, but they really want you to be committed to doing this. So I've done trailer checks at the Slaughter location and the Regal Cinema Barton Creek location, which I don't see on here. But these other ones are pretty far from me, so I wouldn't be able to do those. The Lion King, it had one main trailer, and then it had two other ones showing on the screen at Slaughter. Complete it is where I want it to go. No, I don't want to do it. So we're going to go back to, if it'll let me, here we go. We're going to go back to the 2019. So we're going to start from, that's a good starting point. And then we're going to, let's say, we're going to end on 2019. And let's just say December. Now they're set. Let's hit search. So here are the trailer checks that I actually did. I did Spider-Man Far From Home. I did trailer checks on that one. And then I did trailer checks for that Crawl, that alligator movie, kind of like Jaws, but it was alligator. Then I did one for Stubber. I have no idea what that movie was about. Like I said, I was doing trailer checks. Then I did multiple Lion King ones. So I went to Barton Creek Square Mall, as I said before, and I did Slaughter. As you guys can see, Slaughter Lane is where I do most of my trailer checks. And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I did that one at Slaughter too. So these were the ones that paid me out. I got paid to PayPal at the end of the month, and I think it actually came in on the first of the following month. That way they got everything all calculated. So as you can see, I didn't do very many screens, or actually movies, but a few of these had multiple screens. But I think Barton Creek had quite a few screens. So they paid me extra for completing all the screens at Barton Creek. I can't remember how much it paid. So that's Movie Measure. If you guys are interested in signing up with Movie Measure, you're pretty much just going to go to movie-measure.com and start doing some trailer checks. I'll put a link in the description box below just to make sure you guys are getting to the right website. I don't know if they have any referral or affiliate things where if you sign up under me, I get something and then you get a bonus. If there's something like that going on, it'll be in the description so you'll have clear understanding what you're signing up for. So let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so this is by far my favorite gig to do when I'm not out doing Uber Eats. As I said, this one I can do sitting right here in my workroom. So I have quite a few tasks to complete, and the reason is because I submitted like three of these profile tests, and they didn't have audio. So they had me sign up under this website, verify that I had a working microphone, and then they unlocked my account. Because there was a while, like a couple of weeks, I wasn't getting anything because they had my account disabled. And they worked on it, and they got it back up and running, and now I have all these things I can actually try to qualify for. And even while it was down, they was like, sorry, your account was down. Here's $5 for just like hanging in there with us. So this is another one that's not going to give you a ton of money, but it is something you can do. I mean, you're going to be at home. You're not going to be burning any gas. $10 to not go anywhere, because $10 for Uber, you're going to be driving about 20 miles. So this is just sitting here doing it. This can pay up to $60 in some cases. As you can see here, this one will pay you $60. Now this is a live conversation. What I mean by that is they're going to want you to, if I come back on here, you guys can actually see me. They're going to want you to do like this, like a FaceTime interview while you're using the app. And so they're going to want you to do like a face-to-face FaceTime interview. While you're using the app or the prototype software that you're testing, they're going to be there asking you questions. I have never qualified for a $60 review. I wish I have, because I mean, $60 and most of these things, well, it looks like that one's going to be approximately 60 minutes. Most of these tests, though, that I've done, guys, have only been about 15 minutes. The longest test I think I've done was 20 minutes, and that's only because I pushed it to 20. I wanted to give as much detail about the thing that I was testing, so that's why it became 20 minutes. As you can see, I talk pretty fast, and that's a plus when it comes to this, because you can click through this pretty quickly, give your opinion about the website or whatever, however it's performing, or whatever you're getting, qualified to test, and move through it very quickly and get onto another, a task or a test. I'm not sure what to call these things, or a screener. So I know a lot of people don't like survey websites, which is cool because I've done everything possible to try to make some extra money from the house. I've done survey websites. They'll ask you like 15 qualifying questions. Oh, sorry, you don't actually qualify for this, but here's 25 cents for your time. That's a slap in the face. This one here, you do take qualifying questions, and it's no more than about 5 at the most. And it's over quick. So if you're qualifying for it, you're going to know right away. You're not going to be wasting a whole lot of time answering questions that have nothing to do with trying to get to this test. So like I said, I wish I could click on one of these and take you guys through the steps, but there's the agreement that you sign that you don't show. I don't even know if showing this much of the account is allowed, but this is what I at least want to give you guys this. So you would click on this button here. It'll ask you general questions. Are you full or part-time? You say yes or no. Are you a college student? Are you a college student? Yes or no. Have you ever worked for these companies? They'll list some of the possible companies. it's all multiple choice. And depending on your sequence of answers, you can qualify for a test. Now, the thing about it is, it makes sense. Like if this is a tobacco company that wants you to test out their website, and they want to see how the product would appeal to you if they started offering, I don't know, pickled flavored tobacco. If you don't smoke, then you couldn't really give an opinion about it. All you're going to say is tobacco is gross, and that doesn't really help them out with anything. You know what I mean? So I've test websites on my phone for travel companies. I've tested websites on my computers for travel companies. Some retail locations I've done tests for. I'm just not going to give any names. And $10 for each one of the tests. Like I say, each one of them 15 minutes. Think about that and think about it in terms per hour. If you can qualify for enough of these tests within an hour, you can make some pretty decent money. The thing about it is you might not qualify for a lot of them. And there's been times where I've come here, had this many pages of tests and not qualify for any one of them. It can get discouraging, but let me show you why you don't give up. So we're going to go to completed test over here. And as you can see, the last time I did a test was on the 24th. And I got paid $10. This is my area, guys. So this is where I've been getting paid out. They'll rank you, like, thank you for your time. Like, you gave some valuable feedback on how we should improve searching for travel tickets online. And I've done 2 pages of this. So this is legit. This is literally me. This is me. I'm clicking on it. This isn't just a screenshot. Like, this is all me. Detail. Let's go into details so you guys can see this thing load in real time. Like, this is my account. So again, too, they actually have people that are there reviewing this. This isn't just some automated website where people just like kicking out trash. And I say this because 2 of my tests, because this one up here is the one where they voided it out because I submitted video that didn't have any sound on it. So they're like, hey, we're willing to pay you, but you got to actually give us some work. So they disabled my account. They told me to go to this website. I got my issue fixed. And as you can see, I started qualifying for some more surveys. Even after that, they gave me $5 because they inconvenienced me. I mean, thank you for disabling my account. And once my account got back up and running, they gave me another $5 just saying, hey, thank you for hanging out with us while we verified that your mic and everything works. So, I mean, that's really cool. Like, they cared enough to even give me that. I mean, I know it's just $5, but most people could have cut you off and said nothing about it. So this was another one. I had got a bad review from the company that wanted to get some feedback on their product. And they're pretty much saying, based on the task that the company gave you, you did it to satisfactory. So we're going to void out their bad star rating and also give you the $10 that you're entitled to. So they actually do care about you and your time, which is why I keep coming back and trying to do as many of these surveys as I possibly can. So that is another place where you guys can possibly go to do the surveys. Well, I don't call them surveys, do the tasks. And they're very, very easy to do. The only hard part, I think, would be constantly talking your way through what you have to do. For example, they'll say, look at this website. How does this website hit you? Oh, well, it's a white website, kind of plain, kind of boring. Maybe you guys might want to jazz it up. Or if that's what they're going for, well, if you guys are going for a more subtle, aggressive website, you definitely hit the mark. White, the blue buttons stick out, makes you want to click on them. And they'll say, if you click on that blue details button, what do you think will happen? Well, I would think you to pull up details. And if it pulls up something else, you're like, okay, I wasn't expecting to pull up a car review. They're just asking you your opinion on it. There's really no right or wrong answer. They just want to see how their product affects the end user. So most of the websites that you guys see have gone through tests like this that I do in my spare time. So, I mean, just in January alone, let's look at January. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's $70. And that's all of me maybe waking up in the morning before and going to before doing Uber, checking to see if I qualify for a survey, knocking one out, and then going and do my ride. Sometimes I might qualify for 2 of them at a time, and then, that's just it. But when I'm really hitting it and I'm qualifying for them, I've made some pretty good change. Like an extra $70 a month can really help some people out. That can be gas money for my car. It can be food for somebody. Let's see. December, I was busy with holidays, didn't really do much. So that's 1, 2, 3. I got $40 there. November was a bad time for me. November was a bad time. I wasn't even thinking about surveys. So we're going to move on for November. We got September, 1, 2, 3. I got $30 there. And then we had August, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like another $60, $70. We had July. I want to take you guys to my whole counter thing, but I just want you to see like there's money here. So July was 1, 2, 3. Let's go back. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $80 for July money. So also what it's going to do, it's going to record your screen. So you want to make sure that anything that is personal, like if you're working on your taxes or if you have family photos that you don't want recorded on a screen that's going to be shared with like a committee, you want to make sure that you have all that covered. I normally just increase my screen like you see here. And there's some software that you download that will also record your screen. And once everything's done, it'll stop recording and it'll submit it to the user testing platform, and then you guys are good to go. So those are the apps that I've been using. Those are the apps. Those are the websites that I've also been using to make a little extra money on the side. When I first started with Uber, I was all about like, the multitasking, multi-apping. This I really wish was something that qualified quite often because, if I can sit here, do a few surveys, make a couple extra dollars, and I wouldn't have to fret so much on when Uber having its off days. So like today, that it is an off day, I'm going to actually jump in here and try to knock out some of these things now that my account's back up and running because I've been waiting to get back into here and see if I qualify for anything. But I'm going to go ahead and jump off this thing and talk to you guys face to face. So guys, I want to get back on this camera. I like the view of this one a lot better. But anyway, those are some of the gigs that GigLife uses to make a couple of extra dollars here and there when I can. As I said, neither one of those other apps are something you're going to be able to do full time. It's going to be something that you can do to supplement your pay or on days where you can't drive. I mean, it might be crazy out there. I'm not sure what part of the region you guys live in, but it rains a lot here in Austin. Then the next minute is hot as all get out. Then the next minute we have like an ice storm. Like it's crazy out here. So if you don't want to be dealing with the elements, like I said, you can sign in, make a couple extra $20, a couple extra $30, supplement something that's going to be coming through your week. So I know this video was kind of like all over the place. We started with dispatch. We tried to do some Uber. Now we're talking about extra apps that you can use to make money. Though I do hope you enjoyed this Frankenstein of a video. I promise to try to get a more cohesive video for you guys next time. But this is something I've been wanting to make for a while. This is why I called the channel GigLife, because I've been doing multiple gigs to bring in some extra change, and there's multiple gigs that I want to try to demonstrate to you guys to also bring in some more money, like I thought DeliverThat was going to do for us. But I'm not counting them out. We'll see what happens. What's up, guys? So I have taken a little time to clear out the queue. As you saw, I had a lot of tests that I could actually perform on my phone as well as on the computer. While I was just kind of sitting here looking at some YouTube videos, I was just going through answering some of the qualifying questions. So as I said, this is not a full-time thing. Out of all those tests that you saw, I only qualified for 2. There was a few that I might have qualified for, but I kind of tripped up on the answers and I didn't actually qualify for them. So it is kind of tricky. But I just want to let you guys see that after clearing out all of those tests, $20 is how much money I've been able to accumulate, understanding I didn't qualify for all those tests. But like I said, that was just something I was just doing sitting here in my free time. I was eating, I was watching YouTube, back and forth on Instagram, and I just made $20. I didn't make anything really from Uber today. Actually, let's not say I didn't make anything from Uber. So today in Uber, I actually made $19, it seems. So about $20 in Uber and $20 doing this. So $40 altogether. So I made some money today, not the big $100 reveal that you guys are so used to. But as I was saying, I just didn't want to feel like I wasn't productive in making some kind of change. So it's an alternative for you guys. Definitely look into it. That $20 is going to be gas next week. Oh, that's another thing. So you get that money every week on the day that you finish the test. So today is Friday. Next Friday, that $20 will be deposited in my PayPal. If I complete a test on Monday, the following Monday, though, that money would be deposited into my PayPal. It's been in there faithfully every time a test has been done, so I don't fret on that. Just let you guys know how that pay scale works. I just wanted to throw that video in here really quick because I'll have this merged in when I do my final edits. So as we reach the end of this video, guys, don't forget to hit a like if you guys want to see some more GigLife apps and things that I've been using, and definitely hit the subscribe button so I just know to make some more videos because you guys are coming back to see these videos. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you've heard of any of these apps or have some that the community who watches these videos might want to try and can get into. So until I see you guys on the next video, have a great night.